Hey gamers, it's Relmer here. So today I'm going to be starting a new series to show some of the lower level players in this game, or the lower level ranked players in this game, how to set up on a ranked site. I've noticed in a lot of my games that there's a lot of people that don't know how to set up on a defense, and that's completely fine. There's always room for learning. I know this game doesn't really put out a lot of resources for you to find ways to set up like this. It's just watching your favorite streamer or YouTuber and doing what they do, or maybe you watch Pro League as well. So I just want to put out this tip to help some of these people here. So what we're going to be doing today is starting off on Oregon at the upstairs site. You're going to want to come to the end of attic, and we're going to need to get these two walls reinforced. These two walls are necessary for this defense. I cannot stress it enough. You cannot let them take attic, and you can let them take big tower, but not attic. Then you're going to want to come down here to the other end of attic, and you need to get these walls. Now, these walls are important for two different reasons. They provide angles from master bedroom and from armory hall. You do not need to let them get that. You need to make sure you have control of this room personally because of this little spot right here. You can chunk a little C4 over. Boom, instant death. I've gotten so many kills just for doing that. Because look where that lands. Like, here, boom, dead. And half the time they're not going to see it, so they can't shoot it. Next, you're going to come into this games room. You're going to want to reinforce going into master closet. Now, you reinforce this because 99.9% of the time on attacks, they are going to push this angle. They are breach, so you need to bring something to deal with that, but we'll get into that in just a minute. So the next ones I like to grab are these master bedroom wall going into armory hall. I like doing this because it forces anyone pushing from the armory stairs or from armory itself to go through trophy room, or from master to go through trophy. They're going to be using a lot of utility to get this wall right here or the attic walls. They're not really going to be focused on this, and it can also be really good for a flank. Now, for rotates, you need to make sure you have this rotate over here going into attic. It is very necessary. And then this will be a rotate right here as well into games. This allows you to move between sites easier than getting in the view of that double window over there. And it can help you win in a fight on white stairs. But it can also help from this side when you're trying to get that angle onto trophy. Because play right here, they push trophy, boom, dead. Now, I know that's a lot easier said than done, but this is just a little bit of a stepping stone to help you get better. Now, for the operators. I like to bring Mute on this upstairs side. I think Mute's very powerful, especially when you pair him with a Kaid or a Bandit. I think together, it's almost impossible to push into this site. Now, for the other three spots, I personally like the combination of Jaeger and Wamai. I think that's a very powerful duo in this game right now, especially with the current utility meta. And it's going to slow them down so much pushing into sight. It's going to make them realize they have to stop, readjust what they're doing. They're going to have to eat up a lot of time. And you can win the majority of time. This is a good defender site. This is a good defender map. Now for that final spot, you can kind of run whoever you want. You can run a Doc, try to help the team. You can run Rook, Mozzie, Capcan, Ella, Clash, whoever. But personally, I like to get my teammates to run Maestro and Echo. When you do that, you get access to a couple extra cams that are either bulletproof or invisible. Plus, you get some really good guns and extra slowdown out of it. So it works very well. So in the comments below, please let me know what you think about this site. What I'm doing to set up, what you guys do to set up. I want to know what you're bringing, what you're reinforcing, where you're making rotate holes, just what you're doing on these maps. And what I can do, because I'm playing right now at about a gold 1 to plat 3 level. So I would love to hear what people are playing at below, or what you're doing, what you're playing at higher. What can I do to get better? So I'll see you guys on the next site. Now we move down to the basement of laundry supply. The first thing you're going to want to do is make this rotate right here. A lot of people don't know about this one, but I think it's very important to hold blue bunker. They're going to push blue bunker from either construction or front street. They're going to send at least 2 or 3 bodies in there. So you're going to want to have a couple guys that can hold this down. I'll go into the operators who to bring later. Next, you need to make sure this wall has a proper rotate. You're not going to have a lot of fun having just this laundry hall right here to move between sites, so it just gives you a little extra help. So let's start with the reinforcements now. Go over here. You're going to want to get this laundry room wall going into freezer. Not going to be fun trying to defend against freezer if they're on the stairs with a Zoe or an Ash just, you know, peeking nonstop. Next, come over here to electrical room. You need to get these walls going into blue. I've seen so many games lately where people don't reinforce this, and I don't know why you wouldn't. They're gonna push from there. It's guaranteed. If they aren't, they are trolling you. Now, let's get this pillar wall. You don't want to give them the line of sight from these stairs. It's just asking to die. Not gonna be fun. Now, before I get the hatches, forget this wall right here. I think you can either put this wall, or if you could save the reinforcement, and if your blue hold fails, fall back and cover up that rotate hole. Now, I'd like to get all 3 hatches. I think these hatches are debatable on which ones you can get. This is the main one you should get. The other 2, they're debatable. They're not really on site. This one's gonna drop you right next to onto the site, so I always grab these 2 at minimum. If you want to save for the rotate down there, you don't have to get this next one, but you need a body and freezer to successfully defend this site. I get the freezer hatch. It covers them, lets them know like they're secure from above. They're gonna have to waste a little more utility to get through, and a lot of times they're not bringing multiple utility. Or multiple hard breach utility, I should say, sorry. So now, the operators. What I like to do is I like to pile a smoke up right here with a shield, put a shield right here, then stack this wall full of at least 2 ADSs, and then I throw a couple with my disc outside, plus maybe one up here, plus maybe an Ella as well. That's going to really slow down this attack. They're going to be coming in with a Thatcher. They're going to be coming in with Thermite. They're going to be coming in with probably an Ace too if he's not banned. They're going to do what they can to get those walls open. Most time, yeah, they're going to succeed, but if you have the proper setup, I believe you could stop them. Now, for your denial, you can bring Mute. You don't have to bring Mute down here. This is pure choice. A lot of people run Bandit. I think Bandit plus Mute is really good here because there is a lot of walls that you have to get. You need to definitely bring a Kaid because there's going to be this hatch right here in electrical, and then the hatch up in laundry that you need to get. Then you have to deal with this as well. They might do a freezer push. Not going to be fun if that gets open. So, let me know what you guys like to run on these sites. You can kind of, at that point, run whoever you want. You just need to make sure you have some air denial and you have that hard breach denial. So the next site brings us over to dining hall and kitchen. So the first walls you're going to want to get is these walls going to a small tower. Lots of angles. There's a couple outside. There's a door and a window. That's going to give them some insane angles, especially if they plant right here in the breach, which a lot of the time when you're attacking, you're going to want to plant right here behind this half couch. So next, you make a rotate from dining into kitchen, or into showers, sorry. I'm having a hard time with my words. You're going to need to reinforce this, give a little cover in case they do take control of kitchen, makes them have to go to a little hole. You're going to get these walls here. You're going to have someone holding showers, or you should have someone holding showers if you really want to gain full map control, not just bunch everyone up or doing random things. Next brings us all the way over into the kitchen. So for the kitchen, there's going to be 4 walls we need to do. Make sure we get these 2 walls going into meeting hall. Like, it's the opposite, or the same situation as the opposite side. You're not going to want to give them these long angles from small garage and from meeting hall or the rear stage. Not fun to go against. Then you come over here and get these 2 security walls. A lot of the time, they're going to try to push through here if you have these two off, but the other one over the left, a lot of times they're not going to waste the utility to get through this wall. Next. You're going to want to come in here. A lot of the time, you'll see a castle and a smoke play this in tandem. We need to go upstairs and get this hatch that's in kids. Now, you don't want to leave this hatch open by any means. It's not fun to deal with, especially when it drops straight into sight. They can plant, have a guy hold from above, and break the holes in the door. So for operators, you don't need mute on this site. I'm just running mute for the point of this video because he has a shotgun and a C4. I like to bring Jaeger. They're going to do a lot of throwables, I find. They do a lot of maybe smoke plants, try to flash you out. So he's a good one to run here. You need to bring, you could bring a Cade for that. You don't really have to. You need to bring some sort of wall denial, so a mute bandit will be good. You don't really need to worry about banditing these. Most of the time you're going to bandit these two walls and then the wall over here. Now, I like to bring a castle and a smoke in this setup because you can castle off this door, harder for them to get through. Smoke can put a shield right here where I'm putting this mute jammer and can play off of it, seeing straight through here. Next, I like to bring a Valkyrie. There's a lot of really good Valk spots here, plus she gives extra information. Then you can also bring a Maestro. Maestro is very powerful with the Alda. You can give him another shield to play in here, and that's it's a hard setup to get past. So let me know what you guys think about this site. I want to hear your comments as well, what you'd like to do on this site, and I'll meet you in the next site. So for this next site, what you're going to want to do is come over here. You got to get this rear stage wall. It is an essential wall. Most people know to get this wall, but it gives you a lot of angles from rear stage onto the stairs. Not going to be fun. The next walls that I personally get are going to be these two meeting walls on each side of the double door. It gives them access from classroom and lobby and garage to see into sight, and you don't want them to have that sight. You want them to be blind coming in. You don't want them to know what they're doing. It can throw people off mentally. Next, you're going to want to have a rotate going kitchen and now this is where it gets controversial. So I know I have this as the site, but the site is going to be kitchen meeting. I just picked the wrong site for this case. I come over here and get this dining. I leave security alone for this one. I try to play it as an extension of kitchen dining, but with just meeting in between. So you get these walls. Actually, I have it wrong. So you're going to want to leave kitchen alone. You come upstairs. Now, this is where it gets 100% preferential. I'll have people, they'll reinforce off here in attic, and you put a body or two up in attic. You need to open up the hatch, and from there, you have upper vertical plays. It's hard for the other team to take advantage at that point. A lot of things people don't know at these lower levels are getting vertical play. If you can get the vertical advantage onto them, you can get the surprise on them and win a lot of the time. So let's get down to ops that you can run. I like to bring, for this site, obviously a Jaeger, some kind of denial. It doesn't really matter the denial you run. Most of the time, if you're just playing regular ranked, it's going to be whoever you want to bring. You don't have to bring anyone for certain. A Valkyrie is strong here, but other than that, I don't really have a lot of suggestions for this site, so I would very much like to hear from the community's side of things to know who they like to bring. And let me know where you like to reinforce. This isn't my most familiar site, I will be honest. I'm more familiar with the other 3 sites on this map than anything. So let me know, like I said, let me know in the comments below what you guys like to do, and I will see you next time.